culture doesn't disappear on March 1st, okay? We have to remind ourselves of how important it is to celebrate us, to honor us. Welcome back to Honoring Us. We just wrapping it up, but we also keeping it going. You get what I'm saying? We need to honor us all year long. Let's talk about it. One of the most easiest ways to honor us, support us, is supporting Black businesses. This is one of them, right? This is Astro Blends. This is a seasoning line that was gifted to me by another fellow Black woman creator, and I really enjoyed this brand, okay? Supporting us isn't just shopping occasionally, just shopping in February. It's continuously supporting Black brands, Black businesses, and not just reposting it, but with the dollar. The only way we'll grow is if we're investing in each other. So one of my favorite ways to do is to support Black businesses when I can. Another great way to keep and honor and celebrate us is telling stories, especially to younger generation. Tell them about things that you experience. It doesn't only have to be history told at schools or in a book or by Martin Luther King. Of course, we appreciate those, but like telling stories that your grandparents went through, your aunts, your uncles, those stories are important too. Another great way to support is supporting other Black creators in these spaces on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram. It's important to align your timeline with people that look like you, okay? And not just support it, but like fully watch the videos, engage in the comments, engage in the chats. It's really important, and that's how you can continue to see people that look like you and me on these platforms. Another great way that I think helps the younger generation is having real conversations about our history, but not just in February, not just because they happen to be talking about Martin Luther King or Harriet Tubman or Rosa Parks. Like having casual conversations about history that you were taught or that you know of. I think that's helpful. One of my favorite things is going to festivals. Yes, culture festivals. Like here where I'm from, we have African American festivals, all kinds of festivals. I think that's a great way to expose teenagers, specifically kids too, but I think that's a great way to expose teenagers because it's kind of fun. It's a lot of people, it's food, it's stuff to buy. Festivals. And y'all know I love me some good music. Playing music from all the different genres, all the different generations, and explaining to your kids that Black people were the ones who invented most of the musical genres. Clock it. Rock, jazz, blues, folk, and I believe country, if I'm not mistaken. But my point is, music is such the heart. Music and food. Music and food is the heart of our culture, and we got to expose our kids to that. There's no reason that your kids don't know who Mary J. Blige is or Shaka Khan, okay, or who Luther Vandross. The Luther song by Kendrick Lamar is great, but they need to know the real version of that song, okay? I think these are all doable ways to support our culture, right? Supporting financially, supporting by just sharing and word of mouth is all important. Showcasing your culture to your kids. And I think it's important to showcase it to like your friends or family or coworkers that are not Black, to expose them to it, to have a real life experience with a Black person and understand their culture in a way where it's not like teaching them, but exposing them, right? Most of y'all know I love to cook. So one of my favorite things to do is season. And I love to season without using salt if I can. So today we just made some simple pork chops. My daughter requested it. I'm gonna do half fried and half baked. I don't know why, but that's what I want to do. I really don't love frying actually, but that's what we're doing. So pork isn't one of my favorite things, but the history behind pork, many of you may know, is back in the day, in the slavery days, pork was one of the most cheapest things to get, and so many of our ancestors used pork products to get by, right? So that's how we got chitlins, which as most of us don't like. That's how we got fatbacks, hog balls, ham hocks, neck bones. Y'all get what I'm saying? All the things from the pig that many of us have grown up to not enjoy as much, but it was a reason behind it, right? And here we are today, and I do occasionally make pork chops. And the nice thing about pork chops, I will say, depending on the cut, there are lots of things you could do with it. You can smother them, which some of you may know. Some people lightly fry them or fry them hard and add a gravy with onions and stuff like that. Then you could grill them. A good grilled pork chop, actually, I'm not mad at. And then, of course, you could bake them and get them a nice little crisp. But it's a good staple. It is an inexpensive meat to purchase if you eat pork. Pork chops are good for Sunday dinner, for a regular weekday meal. You can chop them up for kids. They're a good, useful meat protein. And as many of you know, pork chops became a staple in the soul food menu for most places. Pork chops a lot of times can be partnered with rice, mac and cheese, greens, sweet potato, pretty much any of the black soul food type of side dishes. A lot of times pork chops go with. So this wraps up our Honoring Us series for Black History Month, but we're not stopping this series. I might pop in once a month to just remind us of the ways to honor us as a culture, as a people, women in Black history, all the things. Because honoring us isn't about performing. It's about appreciation in the everyday, all year long life. Thank you for being a part of Honoring Us this month.